The rain in Lagos did not care who you were. It fell hard that afternoon, cold, sharp, unforgiving. And in the middle of the road, soaked from head to toe, stood a thin girl holding a tray of pure water. Her name was Amaka. "Buy water, please." Her voice trembled, almost lost in the sound of the rain and passing cars, but no one stopped. No one saw her. No one cared. Just a year ago, Amaka was like every other SS3 student. Quiet, hopeful, sitting at the back of the class, dreaming about passing her WAEC and JAMB. She loved school, especially science. "Dr. Amaka," she used to whisper to herself with a small smile. But dreams don't always survive where there is no kindness. After her parents died in a car accident, everything changed. Her uncle took over her father's house, his money, everything, and then turned Amaka into a stranger in her own home. "You are a burden," he would say coldly. When it was time to pay her school fees, he refused. When it was time to register for WAEC and JAMB, he laughed. No money for useless dreams. And just like that, her education stopped. So Amaka stepped into the streets. Every morning she carried a tray of pure water on her head, walking under the hot sun, and sometimes, like today, under heavy rain. Not because she wanted to, but because she had no choice. Every sachet she sold brought her one step closer to her exam fees, one step closer to her dream. But that afternoon, something went wrong, very wrong. Her body began to shake. Her legs felt weak. The rain grew heavier. Her vision blurred. "Just a few more," she whispered, trying to take another step. But she couldn't. The tray slipped from her head. Water scattered across the road, and Amaka collapsed. A black car suddenly stopped. A man rushed out, his shoes splashing in the muddy water. "Hey, are you okay?" he shouted, kneeling beside her. She didn't respond. Without wasting time, he carried her into his car and drove straight to the hospital. Hours later, Amaka slowly opened her eyes. The room was warm, quiet, safe. The man sat beside her. "My name is Samuel," he said gently. "Why were you out there in the rain? At your age, you should be in school." Amaka looked at him, and for a moment she hesitated. Then the words came out. Everything. Her parents, her uncle, her dreams, her pain. By the time she finished, her voice had broken into silence. Samuel didn't speak immediately. He just sat there looking at her. His eyes filled with something deep, sadness and respect. "You still want to go to school?" he finally asked. Amaka nodded slowly. "Yes, I want to become a doctor." Samuel smiled. "Then you will." From that day, everything changed. Samuel paid for her WAEC, her JAMB, her school, her books, her life. Amaka studied like her life depended on it, because it did. Long nights, early mornings, no distractions, just focus, just determination. Years later, her name was called at her university graduation. Best graduating student, first class, medicine and surgery, Amaka. The hall erupted in applause, but Amaka didn't look at the crowd. Her eyes searched for one person. Samuel. He was standing there, clapping, smiling like a proud father. Not long after, a call came. A big hospital wanted her. "Dr. Amaka," they said. Doctor. The same word she once whispered to herself in a classroom she almost lost forever. And sometimes when the rain falls in Lagos, Amaka stands by the window watching quietly, remembering the girl who once stood in the storm with nothing but hope in her heart, and she smiles. Because that girl didn't give up, and that changed everything.